did not start drag actually until like my second year here, so last year. Back in quarantine, I was interested in like makeup, so I practiced makeup, and I started practicing a little more dramatic makeup, like drag makeup, without realizing it was drag makeup. And I eventually ran into RuPaul's Drag Race, watched it, I fell in love, and that's when I started making my character very slowly over that course of that year. I was looking at looking at other drag queens, what they do with their drag, and kind of using them as a reference to get an idea of who I am as a drag performer. And so I fell in love with like pageant drag and dance drags. Like Kennedy Davenport is a very good kind of like model of drag I like look up to and I look at and fell in love with. I think it was LaShawn Beyond on Instagram. I started following drag queens on Instagram and I saw her post and I fell in love immediately. I said, that is the drag I want to take inspiration from. This very beautiful pageant, almost pageant meets runway. That's where I feel like my drag really lies. Come a year later, we get to the Silky show here in on campus in the Baker Ballroom. Two of my friends, Joey and Solana, were encouraging me to talk to Casma Knights about asking her to be to debut. It took them like 5 minutes to convince me because I was like, that's not gonna work. She's not gonna want to. She's probably not looking for more queens in the scene. Eventually I just thought, no, doesn't hurt to ask. So I asked her, I said, hey, I want to start performing in drag. She immediately said, yes, let's get you on the next show. And so I debuted with Evelyn Everything, and it's been over a year now of me doing drag, and it's just been such a fun year. As anyone who starts something new, you kind of, you have a lot of self-doubt in what you do, and I was 100% that. I was questioning my drag, what I was presenting, my performance quality. I kind of just felt like a mess overall, and I was like, maybe drag is just not for me. Maybe I thought it was. Maybe I need more time to bake. You know, I didn't know what I needed. But I kept getting gigs coming in. And so I just was like, all right, we'll just take the gigs and we'll kind of learn as we go. And every gig did knock me down like 2 or 3 pegs in confidence. But I refused to kind of show that. Now I just feel like I really know my drag. I'm really confident in what I can do. And yeah, it's just, I'm so happy I did not stop. I'm happy I just kept going, and, you know, I feel like I really can go somewhere with my drag now. And I think everyone else in my family has had their moment of, I don't get it, and just they're hesitant to support it because they don't understand it until they see me perform. And the first time every single person in my main core family, the first time they see me perform, they're immediately like, oh, I get it now, because we can see it's such a love and passion for you. I can also say my drag family, they're the ones that, it's funny because I've known them the least amount of time, but they know the second I am down, and they know the exact thing to say. Almost like they went through the exact same thing I went through. You know, dealing with the issues of your family, not understanding, the mental struggles that come with just being a part of something that is, especially nowadays, such a political topic. You know, it really is so comforting to have such a strong drag family here in Athens, which is honestly probably my favorite part about being a drag queen in Athens. But I will give the advice I was given when I started drag. It was the night before my debut show. There was a drag show right in front of the LLC for Halloween. And I watched it for a bit. I didn't know what was happening. And so I watched it for a bit, and I went up to one queen. Her name is Maya Business. Such a funny, amazing queen. And I asked her, I said, hey, I have a drag show tomorrow. It's my debut show. Do you have any advice for me? And she said, what makes you you? What makes you... Why do you need to be a part of drag? What makes you different? And what makes you important and stand out?